dear. What were you
Hey,
doing? What were you doing?
what am I doing? Well, it's tedious work. What I'm doing is, um, this is the plastics off the four-wheeler. And so, long story short, the motor and the transmission were kind of shot in the four-wheeler. And that went just before sap season. And so now, um, my good neighbor across the road from me, Wade, he really has helped so much, especially because my left shoulder and arm is so bad. Wade, we located a new motor and a transmission, so he put it all in for me, and the bike is up and running good. But the plastics, I don't know if this will show up on the screen or not, but believe it or not, it looks purple, I know it, but this used to be a really nice camouflage pattern back in the day when the bike was new. But the sun and everything has faded it. What I've done is taken painter's tape and I've covered all the decals up because I'm going to repaint this. What I'm taking is it's a truck box spray. That's a spray-on liner, and I'm putting it on here first, and then I'm going to spray paint over that once it dries with green, flat green camouflage paint to bring back a good color to it. The decals underneath the tape, I went online to find out how much they cost, and a new decal or pack is, roughly close to $200. So I figured, you know what? I've got a roll of tape in the basement and time on my hands because it's a rainy day. But besides that, everyone is, in their homes because of the coronavirus. So I've got plenty of time. So I just finished this one up, and we're going to obviously rough the surface up with sandpaper and everything to make it adhere good. But there's the first one. So that one there is all done.
And that took you about how long?
Oh, probably an hour, somewhere around there. The other one's laying over here. I'll grab it. And that's what it looks like before it's taped. So we'll tape all of this strip here and this here, and clean it all up, make it look good, and then paint it. I think it's going to look pretty cool. I don't know if anyone else out there has done this. I'm sure they have. If you have, leave some comments on how you redid the plastics on your four-wheeler if you had to. And my four-wheeler, she's an old one. It's a 2004 Polaris Sportsman. It has been a really good machine. So we had to put some money into it this last year, but now we've rebuilt everything that can be rebuilt. So basically I got a new machine again. And the plastics was the last thing, so I thought, hey, let's do those. And if this works good, the way I hope, well, then I'll take the rest of the plastics off, and I'll do those over as well. Be a little easier for the other ones because there's no decals on them, so I won't have to tape them all up.
And what's this big light you've got out here?
That big light, it's an LED work light I have. I want to get this done and painted here in the next hour or so. So if anyone's got a better idea, I'd sure like to hear it because this is tedious work. I know in some places you can take your plastics and have them dipped in a paint bath, but that's quite expensive, and there's no places handy to us here at all because we're way out in the country. There's nothing around us. But even if there, was, most of them are closed down anyway.
But also, you've always been one, if you can do it yourself and save money, you do it.
Well, out here where we're at homesteading, as we do, we're trying to be very frugal. I can't work right now, and so I'm an electrician, but I can't do electrical work because in 2018 I destroyed this shoulder in a motorcycle accident, and I've been waiting for a long time to get it fixed. And we've tried therapy and we've tried all kinds of physio stuff, and but it's just continually deteriorated to the point where now I can't. It's there, and I push through the pain every day. Um, to do what I need to do and get done what I need to get done. But it bothers me a lot, and so I don't have any upward mobility with it. I have no strength in it, so I can't really, you know, do the work I used to do. So we are being very frugal right now um, with our finances, just kind of wondering where things are going to end up right now. But it's all good, and it will work out somewhere, somehow, some way. The good Lord has brought us this far. I doubt He's going to leave us now. So we got both sides of this plastic off the four-wheeler. I got them all, the decals all taped up. And now I'm just taking some emery cloth and just kind of roughing up the plastic surface a little bit so that the paint and the plastic coat will adhere to it really well. So I guess we're committed to it now because we're scratching it up. So we gotta take her all the way here now. Just light sanding with some light grit emery cloth, getting it all in there and everything. You want it to stick to it really well. You don't want it peeling off. This is the stuff I'm using, Easy Liner. And it came highly recommended. It was $11 at Canadian Tire here in Canada. I don't know if they have that in the US, but they would have a similar product, I'm sure. Just trying to, clean it up a bit too. And when you're sanding this, you don't want to go 3 or 4 different ways. Just try to keep it going all the same way. That way you don't have crisscrosses and all that stuff going on. But it took, I don't know, probably an hour and a half to put all the tape on. And when you're roughing this up, when you come to the edge of your tape, go this way to follow the tape. Don't come against your tape, because you'll roll those edges right back up and you'll have to go do more taping. But once I get that all sanded, I'll take just a damp, not wet, just a damp towel, and I'll wipe that off. And then I'm going to take alcohol and wipe the entire surface so that the paint, the liner here, adheres really well to it. Because we do not, want to get in a hurry and just do half a job. So now that is ready for the paint. It's actually not paint, it's this Easy Liner. This is just truck box liner. Because this was originally a nice camel, like I said before, but purple, really not my color. It's faded by the sun, weather, and all that. So what a lot of guys are doing to keep their plastics, solid, they're taking this truck bed liner, spray-on truck bed liner. They're really good stuff, and spraying it on, letting it dry, and then we're taking a flat green camouflage paint, and then we'll spray over top of the truck bed liner, so it still looks nice, and it gives it a really nice dimpled finish, but it protects everything, keeps everything together good. And if you have a few cracks or little, nicks in it like that or whatever, covers all that up, makes it look really, really sharp. No one ever know that it was, originally camouflage color. So that and a new seat, and we will basically have rebuilt the entire ATV, which is really good because we're coming into the really busy season where we we pull our tiller with it. We have a small set of harrows, ground harrows, garden harrows. We pull that. I have a mower I pull with it. There's so many things. My wood wagon. You know, when we get our wood, and we start that in the spring, summer, that hauls all of our wood. There's so many things that that four-wheeler does for us that we can't be without it. So I'm glad we got it going good, it's working well, and just going to do some finishing touches and make her look like a new machine. Okay, so these are the side panels to the four-wheeler, side plastics I should say, and we've just got them coated in the truck box spray, truck liner spray I guess, and they're good and dry. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our paint and we're just going to see kind of what they look like with some paint on them. Hopefully it'll come out pretty good. I really like the look of them so far. I was almost tempted to leave them black. But anyway, it should look good this way. I like that bumpy texture that you get using truck box liner spray. Makes it look really good. It'll take a couple coats of this, I'm sure. But not a bad rainy day project. We'll let that dry and come back to it in just a little bit. I probably will go get a sealer and spray that with a paint sealer so that'll protect it even more. We'll let that all dry up good now. It looks really, really good. I'm really excited about getting the tape off so I can see where the decals are. That is how you redo the side plastics on your ATV the hard way. Glad I got it done. Going to put this back on the bike, and if I really like it, if it works really well, then I'll take the other plastics off the bike and I'll paint them up as well. But looks really good. Thanks for watching. So big shout out to everybody that's been watching our videos. Thank you so much. Our goal is to get to 100. That's our first 100 subscribers. We're going to do a giveaway and have a live sit-down conversation with everybody when we get there. But as far as tonight goes, we're done with this. I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for watching Creekside Maples. Thanks for being part of what we're doing here. Go check out our our Facebook page now. We're on Instagram. We also have that YouTube channel. Please go there, watch our videos, hit subscribe. The best thing you can do for us is hit that subscribe button. That helps us out so much. Thumbs up, leave a comment, questions, anything you may have, suggestions on how to do this a little easier if you have any, comments on if you had to do your bike plastics or whatever. Anyway, we'll talk to everybody later. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.